Hey folks, welcome back to Under Further Review for my predictions section. I took a couple weeks off, but let's get back to action here. Week 5 predictions. Here we go. Alright, Thursday Night Football. We have the Bills at the Browns. Now, I wasn't that impressed with the Bills, other than the fact that their defense was very great and forcing turnovers all over against Joe Flacco and the Ravens. But Browns, I don't know what to think. The Browns are a very weird team to me now. I mean, for the first 2 weeks of the NFL season, I was going, this team's just awful. They're just as bad as the Jaguars. Let Trent Richardson go. Hoyer starting. Williams now on the bench. And now they're winning games. And there's a new star rising in the tight end league right now is Jordan Cameron. So I don't know what to think here, but I'm going to safely roll with the home team, and I think the Browns will get the win. Next game. All right, our morning games. We got Patriots at the Bengals. All right. I mean, I was fairly disappointed in Atlanta losing to a unfamiliar Patriots offense that Tom Brady has been able to configure, but Patriots won, and I got to give them props for that. And the Bengals, I mean, they had their secondary just deplenished, and it was just not pretty when they lost against the Browns, who beat my Packers just the week before. So I'm going to still roll with the home team here, as a lot of pressure still on the Patriots here as they're surprisingly going undefeated with Gronkowski and Amendola. So I got the Bengals, and I'm rolling with them. Next game, we have the Packers playing the Lions at Lambeau. Man. Well, my Packers didn't have a great week going into the bye, but I think they really needed this at this point because they don't know if they're getting Matthews back. I think he'll come back. Michael Finley, I don't know if he still has concussion. Will keep him out of this week. So they've been hurting on size, but I think Morgan Burnett will be coming back, and so will hopefully Casey Hayward. Lions on the other end, they look great. Looked just dominant over the Bears, as they really showed who the Bears were that week. I mean, their defense is looking very good, and their offense looks deadly with Calvin Johnson and Reggie Bush. I mean, if it's not Calvin, it's Bush taking the load. If it's not Bush, it's Calvin. So a lot of it's been back and forth between the weeks. But still, I think this is a game that the Packers have to win, and they get it done with some healthy players back on the field, and I think they win this and edge out the Lions. Next game. All right, Seahawks at Colts. This is a potential upset game. Seahawks barely, if it weren't for stupid Matt Schaub's stupid pass, I mean, we wouldn't be seeing an undefeated Seahawks team, but it is what it is. Anyways, I think the Seahawks here are going to be upset, and I think the Colts look great with that 1-2 punch with Ahmad Bradshaw and Trent Richardson. I don't know if they'll have Ahmad Bradshaw this game, as he was out last week, but I think the Colts are ready for this game. I think Andrew Luck can run and pass very well against this team. I don't know, that Seahawks defense is very good, but they're playing in Indy, and the Seahawks don't look great usually when they go away. They look great at home, but going away and playing away, it doesn't work out as much. So I'm going to roll with Indy to upset the Seahawks, as they give the Seahawks their first loss. Next game. Alright, next game we got the Ravens at the Dolphins. Dolphins didn't look great against the Saints on Monday night, so that was a big disappointment. And the Ravens looked terrible against the Bills as they turned the ball over all on offense. I think they're getting a better Ray Rice back for this week, but I think I'm going to have to roll with the home team with the Dolphins. I just think they regroup themselves and put on a better show for Sunday. Next game, Saints at Bears. Well, offense versus a great defense. That's how I kind of view this. I mean, I'm still not on the Bears offensive bandwagon at this point because of one man, and that's Jay Cutler. And you know it, Bear fans. He showed you what you got. So, anyways, I think the Saints come into Soldier Field a little too pass happy, and I think this is a way much better pass defensive team. So I think the Bears edge out the Saints in this game, though. Saints have no running game whatsoever, so if they're struggling on the passing side, I don't know what they're going to do. So, yeah, I'm going to roll with the Bears at Soldier Field. Next game, Eagles at Giants. Now, both these teams are terrible. I thought the Eagles' offense would do a lot much better. I mean, they looked just awful against Denver. I mean, the only thing really bad about this team probably is their defense. Their defense just stinks. They get ran on, passed on. They can't stop it. And they can't do anything on defense. Giants, on the other hand, they put up a little bit more of a fight, but their biggest problem is turnovers. I mean, obviously, I don't know, what is it, over like 16 or something? Something ridiculous. I mean, you can't be turning the ball over this much. But I think, in the end, the Giants get back on track here. Tom Coughlin gets his team regrouped, and they get a win in Giants Stadium. So I think the Giants edged the Eagles easily in this game. All right, we got the Chiefs at the Titans. This is a weird game. Chiefs are undefeated, and the Titans look great, too. So the only question is how the Titans will be with Ryan Fitzpatrick passing in the backfield now. So I don't know. I mean, I'm going to roll with the Kansas City team that has a very good defense, a very good offense with Jamal Charles and Alex Smith being able to get the ball to the receivers. I mean, I think this defense really wins the games for Kansas City. So on this end, I'll roll with Kansas City beating the Titans because I don't see how Titans can really respond with Jake Locker out. You know, with whatever, he's got a concussion or some kind of hip or whatever. I don't know what it was. So it's all the injury. But yeah, I just think the Kansas City Chiefs roll in this one. So I'm taking them. Jaguars at Rams. So Jaguars are awful. Rams are kind of in the same category as awful, but not as bad. It's a very young team. So they are getting Joe Dunbar back or whatever. Joe Dunbar. He should be back and getting a pass rush on whoever is going to be starting, either if it's Blaine Gabbert or Chad Haney. I think the Rams get it done here. I mean, I don't know how much the win score will be, but I think they can win. So, Rams, I take the win. All right, we have two midday games here. We got the Panthers at the Cardinals. Well, Cardinals, they can't score as many points, and neither can Carolina's. And Carolina's defense is very good. Very good. And I don't know. It depends on what offense that the Panthers show up with. I mean, Cam Newton can get it going on some days, and some days it just looks awful. He's passing too much. He's not making smart enough plays. The ball's being turned over. They can't move the ball well. But I think this game belongs to the Panthers. I think I'm going to roll with the Panthers here because I think Cam Newton does have a big day and builds upon what happened a couple weeks ago. So I think the Panthers win here easily. Okay, and our last midday game is the Broncos at the Cowboys. Well, the Broncos demolished the Eagles, and I have no doubt in my mind that this is probably the best team sitting right now at Week 5 as the best team in the NFL. No doubt. I mean, they're just putting up points like it's nothing. I mean, it's just a cakewalk for them. So, Cowboys, on the other hand, lost to San Diego, and they didn't look too pretty, and I think I'm going to roll with the Cowboys because this is an upset game. Again, I think Denver is going to underestimate the Cowboys here. Cowboys haven't looked pretty in their wins, but I think they're going to have a pretty strong home crowd here for Peyton to deal with. So, I think that changes the whole game, and I think the Cowboys roll out on top against the Broncos, giving them their first loss. Sunday Night Football, we have the Texans at the 49ers. I think the 49ers edge the Texans here as they're playing at Candlestick Park. Texans are coming off a very tough loss, and I just don't see them regrouping at this point against a very tough 49ers team. 49ers have been struggling, though, as of recent, and I think they get back on top and regroup themselves in this game. So it's a primetime game, and the 49ers win. All right, and then we have another Sunday Night Football game. I don't understand this. They're playing at 8:30, which means that this game will probably end around 11, maybe 10. No, definitely not 10. Definitely 11 or 12. So, Raiders, Chargers, great rivalry game. Last time I remember, the Chargers did beat the Raiders, but the Raiders are hoping that they can get Terrell Pryor back as Matt Flynn stunk it up. But I'm still giving the edge to the Chargers. The Chargers win this because they have a better football team. They have everything on every cylinder at this point. Phillip Rivers is playing great football, and this offense looks to be clicking. Same thing with this defense. I think this defense can stop the Raiders, and I think this is not going to be any competition because I gave the Raiders a chance last week to beat these awful Redskins and they couldn't do it, so Chargers it is. Last game is a Monday Night Football game against the Jets at the Falcons. Now, the Falcons had a very, very disappointing loss against, the Patriots at home, and they get another shot to beat a team that they can definitely beat in Geno Smith on the Jets. So I'm going to roll with Atlanta again, and hopefully they get their shit together because I can't stand watching this team lose another football game, because they can't get it clicking. I mean, I don't know what to expect from this team. I mean, I know they're hurting on defense, and, but the offense should be scoring points. So they have that dual threat receiving corp in Roddy White, Julio Jones, and Tony Gonzalez. So that should be able to spread the field enough for them to score points. So I don't know. Jets, on the other hand, do have a better defense, I think, than the Patriots. But offensive-wise, I mean, Geno Smith just didn't look great last week at all against the freaking Titans. So I'm going to roll with Atlanta here to get the win at home. And that, my football fans, ends my segment for my predictions of Week 5 for Under Further Review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please watch my videos and come back and see what I have to say about the whole 2013 season each week. Hopefully I'll get my recap in, but I'm probably not going to do it because I just been too busy. Anyways, hope to see you guys soon. Watch my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you later, football fans. I am out.